Curbing recent security breaches. Government to block data leakers' websites. First workaholics treatment center open in 2024. No phone, no laptop, just rest. Beachgoers report silver algae blooming on Alki Beach. Nice. Now I'm drawing and singing, "Oh, what a night." Sorry, Arissa, but also not really sorry. Okay, before we start, let's check Tomato Chill. Because we know we're going to be needing those updates before we can't have them anymore. Okay. She's a 10, but about to marry a freelancing elf. So she's a 100. These two are cute. Do you think VR would really take off in the future? I personally can't use it for very long, but maybe that's just me. Myrtle, I just love to see you posting something. But also, yeah, same. Like, VR makes me... It triggers my motion sickness a little bit. And it makes my headaches way worse. But at the same time, I really, really, really want to try playing Beat Saber at some point. Because it looks like it's so much fun and also, like, kind of a workout. Having an ocean fish as a pet is so hard, especially living in a city such as Seattle. But it feels nice to have someone depend on you, you know? Cute, Aqua. Cute. Busy all day today. Don't forget to drink water. I'm trying! It's coming together. I can't believe it. It's going to be so good. Today, delivery cut-off time 3. No night shift. Yeah, okay. Somehow I feel like it's going to be a long, long night. Hi, Tabukin. Oh, God. Fucking hell. I have jelly beans right next to me, like regular ones, not the nasty flavored ones. And, like, I need some jelly beans in my life right now, so... Excuse me while I just, nom on the odd jelly bean. Strawberry jelly beans? There's a bunch of different colours. Or not. God, I have such an itchy nose. My fucking hay fever needs to go away. Good evening. Hey, Zoe. How are you? Not too shabby, I hope. Everything is just fine. You sure? Positive. How about you, sir? How's work? My shift is over, so I'm free now. Nice. That reminds me, Mr. Hyde was here just the other day. Ah, that's right. Did he tell you the reason for his visit? Yeah, he's moving back here, right? Or at least that's the plan. Yes, what a nice surprise. He told me he's got a few things to discuss on that. Well, it's part of why I'm here tonight. Aside from getting myself a hot drink, that is. On that note, I am so ready to take your order. Much obliged. So, Henry told me about this Indonesian ginger drink. It has milk, honey, and a couple other stuff in it. I think it's called STMJ. I'll have a cup of that. Baby, hush. I don't think we've had that yet on one of the loading screens, but let me just check. I'm pretty sure we haven't had that tonight. Pink Spice, Midsummer Night's Dream. Oh, hey, Tobruk. The Grinch. Shin Jamaica. Yeah. We have not had that. But it was called an STMJ. So, I've already forgotten what the fuck he said it was. Was it like ginger and honey? I'm so lost. Was it tea and ginger? I'm so confused. It was like milk and honey? Milk and ginger? I don't know. I'm just gonna go milk, honey, ginger. Let's see how that goes. And that's incorrect. Let's do milk, ginger, honey. STMJ, hell yeah. Is there anything I need to give him? Is this perhaps his? I don't know. I don't remember if he was here when this was left. But I'm going to try it just in case. Oh. I see. I dropped my keycard here. I was right. Yes. I'll be right back. She's being a brat. I'm going to go let her out in the garden. She's such a goopy goober. No, and she's not finished, but tough shit. Ay, ay, ay. Duct tape's a toothbrush on a stick. Scratches my nose. Thank you. She will not shut up. I apologize for her constant fucking barking. Brain can't keep up at that moment. Two wings again. Okay. Thank you, Zoe. Now I have a spare. Because I already made a new one. It's always good to have an extra one at hand. The only downside is that it cost me $100. Now I'm wondering where I should keep this one. Maybe in my locker at work? I'd hate to lose it there. Yeah, let's hope it never comes to that. One nutritious drink from the archipelago coming right up. Thanks a lot. So what's in it again? It's a hot blend of egg, milk, ginger, and honey. The drink's name itself is the ingredients. Susutulu Madu Jahe. Milk, egg, honey, and ginger. I'm also going to take a picture of that in case anyone gives me anything that has those words in it and I have to decipher it later. Twat. No. Okay, it's not too loud. I wonder what she's hearing. I don't think she's hearing anything. I think she's just being a dumbass. Bless you. No, baby. No. I think she's just hot and cranky. I hosed her down. She's got a fan pointed at her. She just won't stay still long enough to feel the benefit of it. No wonder it reminds me somewhat. No wonder it somewhat reminds me of eggnog. Albeit spicier and not as rich. But I can see why Hendry likes it. It's a great stamina drink. He probably needs it to keep up with Rachel's work. You're probably right. As long as he remembers to take breaks. Maybe I should invite him for a drink here sometime. Oh. What do you think? That would be lovely. And consider it done. You know what? I don't think Clyde will show up tonight. Oh? Why is that? When I called him earlier to confirm, he sounded a little annoyed. And it's not exactly great outside either. I thought you liked this kind of weather. This man's shoulders, yep. Him? Yes. His car? Not so much. That thing wouldn't survive this kind of storm. Now that you mention it, you may be right. I used to drive him in that car, back in the day. Did he ever tell you how old it is? Yep, gave me the whole backstory of it. Oh. I guess I'm just surprised he still uses it at all. Oh. The car clearly holds a special meaning to him. He was also quite sentimental about it. Which makes me wonder if it has anything to do with him moving back here. What do you mean? He lived here before, right? Yeah. And he kept bringing up the past, too. Are you saying his move is motivated by nostalgia? I was going to say homesickness, but I realize that makes no sense. I get what you're trying to say, though. It's the strange longing for times gone by. Considering how fast things are changing these days. Maybe even too fast. I'm delicate enough to pick up that teacup, right? Which is ironic, really. What is? Live long enough and you'll realize the only constant in life is change itself. Things like shifting necessities, curveballs the world throws at you, decay. Just stuff we have to deal with indefinitely. Considering our lifespans, you'd think we get used to it at some point. But we never do. Never completely, anyway. I suppose the idea of getting used to a change is a paradox in and of itself. That sounds about right. Perhaps nostalgia is like an anchor for dinosaurs like us. Keeps us from losing ourselves to the world's relentless speed. You get used to these after a while, huh? Pretty much. She's back! She's back! Oh, hey there. We meet again. Yes, hello. Excuse me for a moment. Got it. Welcome, Miss Fiona. Good evening. I'm meeting up with someone. Oh, okay then. How's your car, by the way? My car? Oh, you mean the tire? There's really no need for concern, as it was an easy fix. But thank you for asking. My pleasure. May I order a cup of Russian tea? Fuck is Russian tea? Do I know what Russian tea is? Sure don't. I'm sure I knew what that was in the last game. I'm sure someone else asked. I, like, made that in the last game for someone else. Okay. Should be this. So normally, like, if they give me a specific, like, name for something, I will look up what the real drink is and then guess the ingredients in the order from that. I don't look up the actual game recipe, but I will look up what the drink is so that I can get a feel for what the ingredients the game might be asking for. So it should be that, because, like, yeah, giving me the name of a specific drink. Hell yeah! Giving me the name of a specific drink that I don't know how to make is just like, I would give you that if I knew what that was. Russian fuck me. Russian tea for the lady rushing to deliver. That's a good one. I like her little freckles. This is perfect, by the way. Thank you. You're welcome. So who are you meeting with, if I may ask? Is it going to be Lucas? You should know, shouldn't you? After all, you were tasked to give me his contact info. Ah, that's right. So you two did end up connecting after all. We did, yes. But truth be told, I really wasn't sure about contacting him at all. Why is that? Because as far as I'm concerned, there was no real reason for me to do so. Nevertheless, I sent him an email the following night, right after the completion of my final delivery at 3 a.m. That's pretty late. A little, but surely no worse than forgetting it altogether. But he replied straight away, to my surprise. Had no idea he was such a night owl. Or perhaps just an extremely early bird. Right? I wonder if he ever sleeps. That should be a question for you too, miss. Oops. Anyhow, he answered me with an apology. He regretted his rudeness from when we first met. Which was another surprise, since I didn't think it was such a matter of concern. Well, he did return here the next evening looking for you. Did he? Yep, he said so himself. I see. How peculiar. In any case, we exchanged phone numbers and have been texting ever since. Then he said he wants to meet up and speak in person, which is why I'm here now. But I'm still not quite sure if it's necessary. I mean, maybe he just wants to chat and hang out. Perhaps. I suppose we'll see. Yeah, so Hyde's not coming tonight. Probably for the best, given the circumstances. Is he okay? Yeah, he just wants to take it easy tonight. Understandable. My apologies for these surges. I was hoping it had become more stable as the days go by, but no need to apologize for something out of your control. That's right. You tried everything you could. I know. Thank you for understanding. How are you doing, miss? Hey there. Did you manage to resolve your issues with children? Sorry? Oh, I mean the hospital admission problem from the other day. Oh, that. For a minute there, I thought I had a beef with kids I was unaware of. Sorry for the misunderstanding. No worries, that was funny. It's only been a few days, so not much has changed. How about you? Feeling better? Ah, yes. Well, I apologize for the way I acted a few days ago. We all have our bad days, so don't worry about it. Thank you. While we're on this topic, I told Officer Georgie what happened to your car. Would you mind pointing out where you believe the incident took place? Sure. It was quite near the police station, actually. At a metered spot just outside the now-defunct library. Oh, the vacant building at the Bourne intersection. Yes, that's correct. I see. So it was originally a library. You know the area? I know of the property, yeah. It's been abandoned for a long time now. But it's a heritage building, so I often wonder why nothing's being done with it, since it's located in a very populated culture-centric neighborhood. That's true. There's even an art college nearby. Right? Then again, I've always found the street a bit odd. Odd how? It's just barren, especially if you consider the area. And the weird thing is, I feel like it wasn't always that way. Feel? Don't you mean remember? Nope, exactly what I said. It's a feeling, not a clear memory. Strange, isn't it? That is odd. I bet the mafia has something to do with it. Well, there used to be a flea market there a long, long time ago. Perhaps that is what you were recalling? A flea market, huh? Last time I drove there, I remember seeing nothing but concrete. Oh, wait. There was a single dead tree surrounded by strange trinkets. A dead tree, huh? No idea why I almost forgot about it. It stuck out like a sore thumb. About 8 feet tall, no leaves. It's been there forever, too, as far as I know. That hawthorn tree was something of a landmark for us drivers. And the trinkets you spoke of were actually remembrances of sorts. Remembrances? Hold on, I'm just going to recap a bit, okay? Sure. Your car was vandalized near a metered parking spot in front of an abandoned library on a seemingly deserted street within a busy area that has a large dead tree surrounded by remembrances for some reason. Sounds about right. Except the tree is no longer there. Oh? Are you serious, Pops? Why wouldn't I be? That is crazy. Good evening, gentlemen. Hey, everyone. Oh, boy. I thought I'd be early, but you're already here, lady. Hello. Zoe, for the love of all things holy, tell me my lighter is here. Well, you're in luck, because it is. Hot damn, thank goodness. Would you like me to get it now for you? Nah, it's fine. I'm just glad to know it's here. Just bring it with my drink later. Sure. Let me know when you're ready to order. Cheers. Well, well, well. What's up, y'all? What's new? Evening, officer. We were just talking about the spot where Miss Riona's car may have been vandalized. Oh? They got your car too, lady? Yes, but it's not a big issue. Still, sorry you had to experience that. Where did you park your car, miss? I can send you the coordinates if you like. They'll be real swell. Got it. Okay. Oh. Is it within the area you expected, or? Pretty much. The same location where I parked mine a week ago. I see. You can rest assured we already increased patrols in that area. That's great, but I am the only one doing it at the moment. That sucks. What's that? Am I hearing you, of all people, doubting my skill, Zoe? No, of course not. I just thought it means an unfortunate increase to your workload. Ah, well, them's the breaks, I suppose. Anyway, give me your strongest espresso, Zoe. And don't forget my lighter. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Brew. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Zoe. You probably think I'm being silly, but what can I say? It's my lucky charm. Yeah. It's borderline superstitious, I know. Don't you have anything of the sort? Well, I have a good reason to be superstitious. Whenever I don't have this with me, things happen. Coffee brew. Got to brew that coffee. Right. All right. Here comes the strongest espresso in the house. Cheers. Ah, perfect as always. Are you ready to order? Might as well. I'd like something desserty. Because it's my cheat day. Sure thing. Any specifics in mind? Well, I saw this video of a Spanish hot cocoa drink yesterday. It was so thick I thought it was chocolate sauce. The name also reminded me of a song, but for some reason I can't remember the title right now. You know, that sounds oddly familiar. For real? I think I'll have a thick... I'll have that thick cocoa. It's got milk and a little hot spicy kick to it. So it's cocoa, milk and cinnamon? And the name reminds him of a song? Is it called Sweet Caroline? Spiced Lady, Spice Girls. Okay, yeah, that's the one. I don't have anything to give him. Love it. I should also check this real fast. "18th of September. She's a Virgo. I think. Wait, no. That would be just... That would either be the tail end of Virgo or the beginning end of Scorpio. I don't remember. Hot cocoa drink coming right up. Thanks. Zoe? Yes? I don't think this is it. It's not? Nuh-uh. It's either luscious or not. It's neither luscious nor thick enough. I'm sorry about that. Let me remake it for you. Nah, my fault for being vague. But Spice Girls. What? Lucas, you're kind of a dumbass. You're killing me here, dude. I thought I had it right. Just don't worry about it, okay? Alright, thank you. So, Pops, just earlier you were telling me about your creepy patrolling experience, right? Was it in the same location where the lady's car was? Creepy patrolling experience? Well, I don't know if I should even talk about it. Because maybe it's a tad too spooky. Even for me. What happened? Tell him, Pops. It's not that big a deal, honestly. Then all the more reason to talk about it, right? Maybe someone here will know something. You've got a point there. Y'all were talking about the area anyway, right? Yep. Well, I've been patrolling there the past few nights. I forgot how to speak Southern. The street itself is fairly straightforward. It's about half a mile round trip from the intersection and back. There's nothing much there either. A concrete sidewalk with metered parking spots, a fence here and there, and an unfinished construction site with a couple of CCTVs dotted about. No tree. What tree? There used to be a dead tree in front of the old library. Huh. Oh, that old dead tree. It was uprooted by the city back in January. Ah. The commercial community decided it wasn't really a good look. I wonder if that's why they're attacking the cars in that area, because it's like a protest of them uprooting a sacred, like, landmark kind of thing. Like a coveted landmark.
So when the city started a massive cleanup project last year, well, they simply voted to get rid of it. I see. Why? What's up?
We were actually talking about it earlier, and being a decades-old landmark aside, could there be something more to the tree than just, well, being old?
You think so?
That's what I think after listening to Miss Riona.
Are you expecting something from me, Zoe?
Huh? Oh, no. I'm sorry if I crossed the line. You just seem to know a lot about it, and I don't want to mix up the facts.
I understand. But I would like to hear the officer's spooky tale first, if you don't mind.
Gladly, miss. Almost forgot about me there, huh? So anyway, patrolling on that street is an easy task. Only 4 to 5 cars are parked there overnight at most, which makes keeping track a breeze. Sounds ideal enough. As expected, though, nothing happened in the first 2 nights. But yesterday was a different story. Whoa, hold on. What a stage setup, eh? Oh, phew, there you go. Thank goodness. Sorry about that. Please, continue. Alrighty. I almost did not get that jelly bean in my mouth. Well, it was nearing the end of my shift and I found nothing amiss. There were only 4 cars parked there that night. 2 spaced across the street and 2 on the opposite corner side by side. My plan was to leave after I walked one last round to make sure everything was okay. And a reminder, you can cover the whole place in only 8 minutes. Okay. Then, at the end of my walk, I took a drag on my cigarette. Smug as I was about to clock out, thinking 'twas another night job well. Right? Wrong, as I was immediately faced with the impossible. 3 cars, 2 side by side, 1 across the street. All tires flattened. That's 12 vandalized tires for you, in the span of less than 10 minutes.
That is so strange. It would take several minutes to flatten just 1 tire. And that's if you're using the right tools.
Right? How does she know that? But that wasn't all. Oh, no, it wasn't. Because that was the moment when the street lights went out. Suddenly and all at once.
What?
Right after that, I heard flurries of footsteps and laughter. They were going farther and farther away from the scene, and yet I saw nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Oh. Are you sure?
Did the CCTV catch anything?
The infrareds actually managed to catch something, but the videos weren't clear at all, so I'm still investigating it.
Jeez Louise, Pops. That's way spookier than what you told me in the car.
But it's cool, though. I may be laughing now, but I almost pissed my pants there, you see? Well, whoever they are, they sure worked fast. Right? Anyway, Zoe, I think I want another drink. All that talking is making my throat dry and coffee just ain't cutting it. Roger that. What would you like? What would you suggest? Lemon and honey tea? Oh, ginger and honey, that works too. How about some tea with ginger and honey? Sounds good. Can you use the red flower stuff you have as a base? You mean hibiscus? Definitely. Okay, then I'd like a red flower tea with ginger and a touch of honey. Boop. Boop. Touch of honey. Here we go. That's one of the ones we got in the loading screen. Or one of the loading screens. I already gave him his lighter, right? Yeah. Okay. One piping hot Tejala Rosella? I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. Oh, what does it mean? Yache means ginger, Te means tea, and Rosella is Roselle, another name for hibiscus. I see. A legit herbal drink. Spicy, but perfect for the weather. Good call, Zoe. I'm happy to please. I mean, I literally just threw together what you asked me to throw together, but sure. If that's the case, let me join your patrol, Pops. Cause I'm not scared of ghosts. Real beings scare me more. Same, dude. Same. Wait a sec, kid. What do you mean by ghosts, eh? Jumping the gun a little there, ain't you? I don't know, Pops. Maybe it's even something scarier than that. This is a really serious problem, kid. Don't joke around like that. Sorry. Interesting. You know something? No, not me. But she might. Right, the tree, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. What about it, miss? It's your turn to finish your thought. I am not sure if this can be any use at all, but... Officer, are you aware of the story behind that tree? Huh? I recall what you said earlier. People often leave remembrances around it. What do you mean by that, miss? Well, it's because someone passed away there. What? Allow me to explain. I mentioned there was once a flea market on that street, correct? Right. They call it the fairy market. It was unofficially set up by the transients of the community. Transients being the government's term for unregistered citizens, including all the other uncategorizable beings at the time. Fairies were part of that. Huh. I remember learning about it. After the war, the government made its first official attempt to sort things out. Organizing equitable classifications was thought as one of the first steps towards civil peace, but it was oversimplified, inefficient, and not speedy enough. Was that all before the Vindication Act? Way before that. Many who couldn't register were basically in administrative limbo. What? That's as good as, not existing at all. Really, that's horrible. It was the main reason why the fairy market was created in the first place, to ensure transients' survival throughout the changing times. In more ways than one. The market had no real schedule, therefore, the start of Fairy Week would be marked by flowers strewn along the intersection, just so people would notice and come take a look. Sounds kinda too low-key, no? Because it was illegal, silly. Oh. And that was exactly the problem. The market ran day and night, its format changing. At the same time, the economy was slowly reshaping the landscape. People started to spend more, becoming reckless, while the laws were still shaky at best. Then a tragic incident occurred one night. A drunk driver was speeding and went off course, striking a vendor there. And the only evidence left of the crime was that tree, standing where there was no tree before. Wait a second, what? Why did I never hear about it? How long ago was this?
The incident occurred in 1959.
Wait, a tree standing where there was no tree before. So was the vendor a fairy, and then as he died, he like turned into a tree? Is that what I'm picking up from this?
But the market itself was forcefully disbanded in 1961.
Happened before I was born, huh? Yeah, I remember everything now. It was actually quite an infamous case, wasn't it? But due to the nature of the beings involved, most people couldn't help but, well, forget. Huh?
We're talking about the late 50s to early 60s here. Post-war media was still quite scarce. And I remember the drunk driver was also the son of a wealthy individual. Oh, correct. But that wasn't exactly the part that made the case so infamous. It was due to the fact that no body was ever found at the crash site, as well as the vendor being a transient with no legal ID or paper trail. As a result, the courts had no choice but to dismiss the case.
But there was a body, wasn't it? Just not the one people might expect.
You mean the tree? Right. When semi-spiritual beings like us pass on from the physical world, some may leave a specific landmarkers behind. Not all can do that, though. Us banshees don't do that.
You don't?
No, we simply disappear.
So if I'm getting this right, the tree couldn't be used as evidence because it wasn't classified as remains yet. The witnesses were in the same boat, no paper trail, so the driver's lawyer took advantage of those loopholes, and that's messed up.
Beyond messed up, Pops. Whoa, I'm boiling.
I'll take a further look into this more, miss, but I have a question for you.
Yes?
You think vandalism has anything to do with the tree removal?
I don't know. I suppose it might depend on when the acts of vandalism began.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I better get going then. It's almost time for my shift.
Okay, officer. Break a leg, Pops.
I'd rather not.
Stay safe.
Will do. I'll keep y'all posted.
I better go as well. Got an early shift tomorrow. There's one thing I want to confirm, though, if you don't mind, miss. Yes?
It's about the fairies passing, and how everyone ends up forgetting about them afterwards. I really thought that was just a myth. I guess not.
Unfortunately.
That is why there used to be memorabilia around that tree. There were efforts. Words are hard.
They were efforts by those who remembered to preserve the memory.
But it wasn't enough, was it? Else we'd still have a tree. It really makes me question my memory. Are there any people I might have forgotten? Were there events I missed? It is quite scary to think about.
For beings like us, being forgotten is inevitable, so no need to feel bad about it.
Is that so? Oh, I didn't catch your name, by the way. I'm Gala.
Oh, I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, sir.
Well then, nice meeting you. Good luck with your future auditions, Miss Riona.
Thank you. See you around.
Bye, Zoe. Take care.
You okay? It's getting real late. I still want to talk, but if you're tired, let me know. Have you eaten? Do you want something to eat?
We don't sell food here. Thank you for the hydrator, Rosa. I would just like to say, it's here. I have drunk. Let's see, that's 600. I've drunk almost 1.5 liters in 4 hours. I'm getting there. I also need to pee again soon.
You don't? No wonder your place is always empty.
Well,
Just kidding, Zoe. Don't hate me, please. Well, do you want another drink, maybe? I wouldn't mind one. Nice. What do you feel like having? Something without milk, with a fresh feeling and some brightness to it. I'm also quite partial to the blue pea tea. Oh. Okay, I'll order something for you. May I? Sure. Zoe, could you try this mix? I saw this pretty drink in a video and it looked perfect for Our Lady.
yep. What is it?
It had a blue pea base, a lot of mint, and a splash of lemon.
Okay. Blue pea, mint, lemon. Cool and bitter with a little bit of warm and sweet. Okay. You start drinking more water. I bought this 2.2 litre water bottle. That is gorgeous. I would drink that in a heartbeat. I bought this 2.2 litre water bottle. It came today. And yeah, I filled it to here with lemon and barley squash. And I've drunk all of that in the last 4 hours. And normally I drink around 1 litre to 1.5 liters of fluid a day. And I've drunk that already. Like, I've drunk already almost 1.5 liters in the last 4 hours. So getting a big water bottle like this is definitely looks like it's going to help me out. Because I have one of the big metal ones, but the problem is that I can't see how much is left. So I think being able to see my progress and it has the typical encouragement words on it. I think that's going to be really helpful for me. It is a very pretty cup of tea. And I don't have any items. No. Okay. Here you go, miss. From the man sitting right beside you. Your visual too, yeah.
It looks nice. Very pretty. I like it. Thank you.
I'm glad you do.
And wow, Zoe, it looks exactly like what I envisioned.
You're a G. I'm happy you both enjoyed it. I need to check my phone real fast. Ugh, I love these new recipes. I feel like I need to do extra playthroughs, just off stream of the first game and the second game once I'm finished with this one. Just to try and unlock all of the recipes. I'm happy you both enjoyed it.
Man, that whole case earlier, though, was a lot to take in. Also, about the whole forgetting thing, that really gave me chills. Why? Ugh. Don't you feel scared of just disappearing in the end? 'Cause I do. That's why I thought I finally understood you too. I mean, the reason why you wanted to become a soprano your way. The traditional way. Oh? Care to compare notes? Because I've yet to be entirely certain about that myself.
My grandpa would always have a jug of well water. It's like magic water. There's a place in England called Glastonbury. And you may have heard of the festival. But it's just a really
energy place, like natural energy kind of a place, and there's a natural spring there. And it like filters down and you can like collect some of it, and I have drunk from a natural spring before. Yeah. It's pretty magical shit. Pretty magical shit. Drinking from like natural springs is genuinely really nice. Because I have yet to be entirely certain about that myself. Odd, but you feel so much better. Yeah. Oh, now that's what you call huge pressure. Before that, though, can I ask a teeny tiny question? Go ahead. What inspired you to go down this path? I mean, I may have an idea on why you're choosing the hard way, but why a soprano in the first place? Because it's been done before. Pardon? Because there was already a banshee who did it before, so I know it's not impossible. Well, for real? Her part was that of a sorbet aria, and she was not very well known. What is a sorbet aria? Oh, I mean she was a secondary character. Back in the 19th century opera, sorbet arias would be sung towards the end of the second act. Usually before the evening ended. Hawkers would use the time to offer their wares for the last time to the patrons, often desserts, hence sorbet aria. Ooh, I see. Like background singing at the end of a show or something? Yes. Things are different nowadays because people are expected to listen to the end. The first time I heard her voice was on an old recording of a comedy opera. I was still very young back then. She was playing a confused maid role at the very end of the opera, wondering how people could act so crazy when in love. But despite her confusion, she thought she wasn't so old that she couldn't find out the reason herself. Excuse me. It was a funny epilogue to the opera, but hearing a banshee sing such a playful and light-hearted piece was truly an eye-opener for me. Oh man, I bet it was. Sadly, I couldn't hear any of her other works, but it always stuck with me nonetheless. So I left my commune and started trying on my own. That's really cool and brave of you to do so. I agree. I have never talked about this before. It's a bit embarrassing. Nah, don't be embarrassed. I think it's super cool. You're just feeling inspired to push yourself beyond what's expected of you, and wishing to leave your mark on this world. Is that what you think? I had an ad with Starfield playing, and oh my god, I want to play so bad. Uh-huh. You're just trying to follow a path that has been traveled before, and it's not always a bad thing, especially for beings like us. You're just being playful. You're just being careful, yet courageous. Right, because the path you're choosing to walk is still difficult. Regardless of you leaving your mark. I don't know. I just feel maybe you're the same as me. Like, what's the point of being born if nobody is going to remember us? Right, Zoe? No comment. Aw. Why do you want to be remembered so much? Why wouldn't you? Us banshees see the end differently than most. So, care to enlighten me? I can't speak for anyone else, but in my case, I was a kid who grew up in a large family, you see? Like, humongously large. Literally couldn't count all of my siblings even if I wanted to, because they're everywhere thanks to my dad. Oh. We weren't wealthy though, not even close. The money situation was always suffocating us, for real. But sometimes Dad would drop by just to give us some money, though it wasn't even enough to cover utilities for more than a couple of months. And then he'd just leave again a couple of days later. Are you the eldest? Nope. And my older bros had already moved out by the time I hit high school. I was so surprised when my dad gave me the house after he died. Oh. Which is where my mom and siblings live now.
I'm sorry to hear about your father.
No, it's fine. Anyway, so my older brothers came back, right? They wanted me to sell the house and divide the earnings.
Wanting a slice of the inheritance pie, huh?
You didn't do that, right? Heck no. That's why I left for LA. So if they really want me to sell the house, they have to chase after me.
Good call.
Thankfully, my younger siblings and I are pretty tight. We're a good team. That's a relief. But that was also why I needed money fast. I needed to send money to help with my family's bills. And of course, so I could stay alive as well. That's why I ended up having to join the production house.
The production house?
Yeah, it was like a bunch of content creators getting together and making videos every day. Oh god. I was young and naive too, you know. Because it was my first time venturing to another state completely alone after all.
This game is making me want to make tea so bad. Be right back and have fun making your tea, Tabukin. Enjoy.
So I didn't know any better how predatory things could be. Man, this isn't even gonna be an entertaining story. If you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. No, it's not that. I just really didn't like that production house. But I needed the money. Someone there saw my vlogs and invited me in. And as one of the youngest there, I tried to get along with everyone. But you see, we were all creators in the entertainment industry, right? Which means we all had huge egos. So naturally, there was somewhat of a hierarchy of sorts. Trying to be all-round helpful turned me into the butt of the joke all the time. That didn't discourage me all that much, by the way. I mean, I also learned a lot there, not gonna lie. Still, well, long story short, being tokenized sucked, the end.
No disagreement there.
Sorry, I swear that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. It's fine. I actually learned a lot this evening. I just don't want to take up any more of your time. So, can I just ask you a direct question? Sure. Great. Would you be interested in guest starring on my new show? I realized I was being dumb the day we first met. I kind of forced my thoughts on you and was just being a general smartass. I undermined your straightforward efforts because I was jealous of your solid resolve. Since everything I did was anything but. But you succeeded eventually, didn't you? And you worked hard for it. Yet I almost ended up losing sight of why I'd been doing all this in the first place. I went with the flow, made excuses a lot, all to justify the gain, but to what end? That's why I've been trying to put together a talent showcase for those who need extra exposure. It's going to be a small production thing. It'll be paid, I swear. And not with exposure either, though it won't be much at first because I don't have that much money ready to use at the moment. So, wait, this is a bit sudden, don't you think? No pressure though. How does the show work? Well, I'm not 100% sure of the shape of it yet, but ideally it will have like an interview at first, and then I'll record your singing. I'll bring all the gear. I will also be doing all the editing and stuff. It's going to take a bit of time since I still have my main show to do, but I did start my vlogging journey on my own too, so I bet you the result will still be quality. Your show will tank if I'm the first guest, you realise that, right? If it does, then it doesn't deserve to exist. I don't care about haters, but you do. That's why I won't push you. I'm flattered, but no thank you. Okay. Thanks for considering me, though. Thanks for giving it a thought. Looks like I have to go. Okay. It's nothing to do with what you said, okay? Just bad timing. Yes, I get it. Cool. I hope we can meet again like this. If you want to.
Maybe?
I'll take it. Thanks for your time too, Zoe.
Sorry if I bored you. No, truly, it was my pleasure.
Oh, honey.
Out. My neck is killing me today. What the fuck?
Cool. Okay, I really have to go. See you around? Safe trip. Alrighty, see you, Zoe.
Come again soon.
I think tonight was the most I have talked in the past 2 years.
I'm quite glad to hear that.
Thank you, Zoe,
For what?
for being such a good host. I know I'm not the easiest being to get along with.
It's always a pleasure to have you and everyone around.
Then I'll be taking my leave. I feel like I have a lot to do. I have a lot to rethink. But I'll see you again soon.
And we'll be waiting, always. Safe trip, Miss Fiona. Have a good night. Phew, I think I'm done for the night. I hope everything will work out for everyone.